Suzuki, that's what he's concerned about now. He's not looking ahead, not looking forward to this man here, this youngster, this 20-year-old who has already won in Chicago, in New York and Boston, and into the final 200 meters. The 20-year-old American, the rising star of wheelchair marathon racing, is going to take another victory, add another city to that famous list, because the winner in Chicago, the winner in New York and the winner in Boston is going to win here now in London. The first to cross the line today, Daniel Romanchuk takes the victory. No third victory for Marcel Hug, he takes second. And Tomoki Suzuki will come through to take third, looking tired, beaten by the faster sprinters towards the end. It's a full 2 minutes or so back to the rest. David Weir was 4th, 5th, 6th place or so at the last time check, but Marcel Hug congratulates Daniel Romanchuk, who he realises now is his serious rival, and perhaps even his better in recent form in world marathons across the globe. He's taken another victory here in London.
And for Romanchuk, you know, he's such a young athlete. It normally takes several more years to get to this kind of level in racing. 2 years ago, he was top 20 in the world. He's now taking them on in almost any way that he wants. He still hasn't got his tactics right. There's still so much that he can do to be a better athlete. He hasn't broken a smile yet, though. I don't think it's quite sunk in yet, just what he's done today.
Well, I know you were speaking to his mother earlier, and she'll be as proud as anyone. He was third here last year, just behind David Weir and Marcel Hug, and they're waiting to see where the rest are, and they needn't have been so worried towards the finish, because they were a long way clear indeed, these three. I say that significant break really happened at halfway, just after Tower Bridge, where they had the flying 400 metres, which Romanchuk took as well. So he took the $10,000 for that, and he takes the victory here as well. Breaching the tape, first of all, Daniel Romanchuk, I say, adds another city, adds another great marathon to his list of honours. And at only 20 years old, he has many years to come and many more races to win.
Small smile from him there. I think Hug looks relieved as much as anything else that it's now all over.
So the men's race came down to 3. The women's race has been all about 1 for a long, long time, since very near the start. In fact, Manuela Schär, she was out of sorts and down in 4th place last year, but normal service will be resumed here. She's coming along the embankment and out of the tunnel there. And she's been passing quite a few of the men as well in this race. She hasn't quite got to David Weir yet, and she won't. He's, I think, nearing the finish, David Weir, now in that group there, but not what he expected or hoped for, looking for a 9th title. But we mentioned his disrupted training over the winter, that car crash in December which put him out for about a month. So perhaps that took a little bit more out of his training and his stamina than he might have thought at the time, but just not to be today.
And I think once you're in the second pack, if you're not going to have commitment from everyone in the pack to try and chase down the leaders, then it's not going to happen. And Dave Weir's smart enough to know that he's not in a position to chase down Hug and the others at that stage. This is a really tough place to be in, because you know that you're outside the podium. The time is not what they would have wanted today. This is just about who's got the... I get the most in them at this point, and they're stringing it out. You know, again, in terms of tactics, Dave runs a very smart race. He's not going to do anything more than he needs to. He wants to be the highest up in the positions he can.
Dai Yong Chang of China leading home this group, but David Weir, I'm sure he'll want to finish with a bit of a sprint and show that he's still got it as they head into the final. As you say, 385 yards, but this is a battle for the not quite minor places, because you're still going to be in the top 10. With 3 having finished a long way clear of the rest. But David Weir was looking for 9 today, and it's not going to be that.
And those final 2 turns really take it out of you. If you're not feeling in great shape, it just knocks out that speed. And that final climb, it's not an easy one, but see there, Dave's cadence, his hand speed is not... He looks like he's struggling. This hasn't been a great day for him. This is not the Dave Weir that we used to see in a sprint finish.
No, and a little bit of the motivation, the drive will have gone when he realised he wasn't going to take victory. Dai Yong Chang of China does come across the line 4th, and David Weir 5th place in this, his 20th London Marathon. I hope that he will be back, and I hope that he'll believe that he can still take on the great youngster now, Daniel Romanchuk, who had the better of Marcel Hug today to take the victory. But David Weir, 5th place in the 2019 London Marathon.